So yeah, we stopped en route to Darling. This is a small restaurant or place on the road called Living Color. Yes, beautiful weather. And this place is built with containers, you know, there's containers for transport. Very interesting. Some winery. I think I prefer to sit outside, have a beautiful African view. So if you have a look at this is called sour figs. It's like a natural grass and it doesn't need a lot of water. And you can also eat the fruit, beautiful. So I guess this is mostly farmlands here because if you look on the hill, that piece sticking out there, that's how the natural vegetation look. But the rest is farmlands, but I guess it's also pretty. Yeah, have some fynbos here with the leaves, very like leafy water storage, and there's a little path that they have made. Wow, cute. Okay, so that's the sour fig flower, and then soon yes, look at that, beautiful sour figs. Yep, maybe. These sour figs, they come in different colors, the flowers. These ones are yellow and sometimes you get the pink flowers in between. Yeah. And there. So first we're gonna eat now, and then later. Oh, don't have my selfie camera, but I'm gonna eat something. Not sure what's on the menu, and then later we're going to this one natural place where they have natural fynbos, and we'll walk in there. I was there last time, and it wasn't the best weather, and my wife was sick, so this time we can walk a little bit more. So that's great. So see you later. So I got me a grape tizer and a burger, ostrich burger. Lekker, very healthy meat. Check it from the angle. And wifey has a small normal burger with an appetizer. Ding, 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 ding. We can talk to each other and see what's on there. So I'm autistic, okay? Just so you know.
Yeah, it's fine.
I know it's fine. That's funny.
You have to be accepting. Oh, it's not about you have to be.
Yeah.
The world is inclusive, and you know what?
So lucky, so the gentleman, I don't know his name, he made this nice spot for us to come and eat some ostrich burgers. So, and before that he used to be with clothes, and I'm so happy he changed that shit because I'm not interested in clothes. I like food, so I like that he changed.
Well, if you want to know about food, we've recently built a smokehouse here, West Coast Smokehouse, and I'm very particular about where our meat comes from. So we only source.
Talk about the meat. Yes.
Free range.
We only source free range
Oh,
meat,
awesome.
and for all health reasons and taste reasons. And we got very specific processes. So we got a 6-hour process, but not for all our meat. So some meat takes 6 hours, some takes 4, some takes 2, some takes 3, some takes an hour. But the flavors are just off the page. We use all African spices.
So just to, I get lost sometime when I listen so long, but I ate your burger patty now, and I like it. I like that crumbly dryness. Some like in my community where I grew up in, they over spice that thing, and you don't even know if it's meat anymore. And it's got so much different spice and stuff on it. I don't like it. But this kind of is not so much flavor, but you can taste the meaty part of it, which I like. So I actually prefer that. Yeah. So
Well, I'm big
and I like that bread thing that you had there. I don't know what kind of bread it is. It's like
It's either the roaster cook.
was it a roaster cook?
Yeah.
Yes. Tell me about that. I don't know what that
A
is.
roaster cook.
Yeah.
So if you go back many years ago, when the pioneers of the guys that used to get in the voortrekker wagons, whether they were English or Afrikaans, it doesn't matter, they made all their own bread, and roaster cook comes from those days. It's made on a fire. That's, I think, the big difference between a loaf of bread that goes into the oven. So roaster cook's made on a fire. We only use 00 flour.
What is that 00 flour? What does that mean?
It's the way it's ground, and also where it's sourced. So it's very healthy flour. It's not over processed, and I mean everything today. I'm very cautious about if I'm not going to eat what you're eating, then I won't serve it here. So I'm very fussy with that. Even our chips that we make, where they're double fried,
And what oil do you use?
macadamia nut oil.
And that is like,
It's one of the healthiest oils you can
Whoa.
use. So you get olive, then you get macadamia, then you get peanut oil in that level.
so macadamia oil you can fry like very hot.
Yeah. Well, it's got a higher
boiling point.
boiling point than olive oil.
Oh, yeah, olive oil is very low, yes.
So it breaks down a lot slower than olive oil. I mean, they're all healthy.
Where can you get that? Because in Cape Town, we don't know where to get like good oil, because the stuff they sell in the supermarkets is not good. So where do you get that macadamia oil? Because that
From KZN, so I know a farmer.
Oh, so you get it from there. So if I can't get it from you,
No, you can get it from here. We can sell you something.
but this is farmer drive like 100 kilometers every
No,
day
but
to
I'm
come
in
get
Cape
it.
Town. Give me your number and I'll deliver. I'm actually having a bulk. There's a bulk coming.
So how
next
much
month.
is like say 2 liters of that macadamia oil? How much will you pay
It's
about?
a little bit more than olive oil. I would say in the region of about 2 liters, about 100.
So what kind of bottles do you sell here now? Like,
I've got. So
do
what
you have 5 liters?
No, I do, but it's for the kitchen.
Ah.
So if I sold it to you, that's why I say my stock comes end of the month.
So do you have now stock, say like 3 liters?
No, I don't know.
How much do you have here
The
now?
only that I can sell you is our olive oil, our macadamia nut oil that's infused with garlic and rosemary. So it's all healthy. We do it.
And how many liters you have there?
It comes in 750
And how much is that? You forgot.
120 rand, I think, or 110 rand. It's on the
Yeah.
shelf.
Do you think we
Try
can
it,
we
it's
can try
delicious.
one of that?
It's about the same as olive oil. You know what? It's a totally different flavor to olive oil. It's got totally
The
different
chips taste
properties.
fine.
The chips are delicious.
With
And
that oil.
we make the chips ourselves.
Because
as well.
normally she says I like chips, I'm an addict, but I mustn't eat too much because the oil is crap. But now you said we had good oil, so that's good. So now I'm enjoying it.
Well, we also make those chips ourselves. So we buy the potatoes in, we peel them, we cut them, and we double fry them as well. That's why it's got that crispiness.
I didn't get your name actually.
Kevin.
Kevin from, where was it? Johannesburg.
Well, I live in Darling now, but I am a.
You were born in Johannesburg.
I wasn't even born in Joburg. I was born outside Johannesburg in a little place called Springs.
I know, I heard of Springs. I lived in Witbank for a while, so I used to go around
down the
different
road from
places.
Springs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I worked as for Eskom in the last century for all that power stations there, Kendall, all that places.
Okay.
Guess you know them.
Yeah. When we used to go to the Kruger, we used to go to the Kruger a lot.
Yeah.
Drive past all of those.
Cool.
My dad, when we used to go in the 1960s and 70s, we used to go to the Kruger a lot in school holidays. I remember as a little boy.
What's your age? Sorry.
61.
So you're old. You don't look that old. Is it older? He doesn't look that old. Huh? No.
Thank you.
I'm impressed.
Thank you.
You look quite good.
Thank you very much.
61.
Yeah.
Shit, and you still have a lot of hair also.
I don't know, if you look at me from the back, you wouldn't say that.
Is that why you grow long?
No, it's just, in life you go through life and it's quite interesting. I think one of the worst parts of anybody's life is when you're in your 20s, because you don't know actually who you are. You think you know you are. So when you get to your late 20s, you sort of find out exactly what you like, what you don't like, who likes you.
I'm still trying to find out.
Well, that's not a bad thing, huh? Baz Luhrmann's got a song about that. He says most interesting people he knows are in their 40s and still don't know who they are. That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like confused.
As long as you know that. If you don't know that, then you got a problem.
Yeah, I don't know who I am, and lots of times I don't know what I'm feeling.
It's not a bad thing. At least you acknowledge that, which I think a lot of people don't.
Was it Kevin? No.
Kevin, yeah.
Kevin. I'm really impressed how you look. Because I was picturing like younger. Because normally white people, you white guy, huh? Am I wrong?
Lots
I'm
of
not.
Portuguese in me, yeah.
Lots of Europeans, let's put it like that, but white people, they tend to age quicker. But you like not one of them.
Maybe it's all that Portuguese blood in me.
Is it? Are you Portuguese? Can you speak that?
No, I can't. My mom's dad was Portuguese, so I've got a bit of Portuguese blood in me, bit of Scottish, bit of Jewish.
I also have some Jewish. I found out my brother did a DNA test.
Yeah.
I have Ashkenazi Jew, yes. I have like 1.8%.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's that? And I have, listen to this one. My most interesting ancestor is Papouan.
Whoa.
You know, they were cannibals. They were fucking cannibals, my God. I didn't know I have that.
I think somewhere in our lineage, we've all got a bit of Genghis Khan in us, and I'm sure somewhere along the line there's a bit of cannibal in all of us.
But mine is confirmed. Is it?
Nothing.
Power.
Well,
I think that's cool. Huh?
Have you watched that movie about that aeroplane that crashed in the mountains in?
Oh, with the 8 up.
Oh yes. That would have come natural to me. Maybe I would have decided, let's do that quick.
You would have been one of the sort of the doctor cutting up.
Let's do it.
Cutting up the body.
For sure. Yeah. You know, in the religion that I grew up in, they say there's certain stuff they say you shouldn't eat. However, in emergency, you should eat them.
Of course.
So, I guess I would have been. I'm very practical, so I'm not really like social. I don't follow social norms, and then so I guess yeah, I would have gone for that thing.
What parts would you have eaten first?
The upper thighs. I think that's nice and meaty.
What's the biggest muscle?
Yeah, and the bum. That muscles there.
Yeah.
I would have focused on the muscles. Yeah, I like muscle. And maybe if I was starving, I would take the liver and all that stuff. Get some nutrients or whatever.
Well, it was good chatting to you guys.
Thanks for coming today.
Thank
No,
you. Can I just ask about the meat? Where is it from? Is it from the region?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
look at
So
it,
it's
yeah?
Literally 4 k's other side of this hill is a farm just here.
You don't own one of the farms here. You just this piece here.
Just this piece. So past that fence. I've just
Okay.
fenced it off to keep the sheep and cattle
Okay.
from coming in. Because we put a lot of effort into the garden. I mean, there was nothing here 2 years ago.
Yeah, I like that garden. I was filming that natural stuff. You're trying to put the fynbos there. You should get some of the I see the sour figs. You only have the yellow ones. You get sour figs that have different colors.
Well, we do, interestingly enough, Ilse, the chef, she came to me last year and said, let's make preserves out of the sour figs.
Oh yes.
So we had whatever the figs we picked out the garden, she made the sour figs.
Yes.
So it's seasonal. I
Yeah,
think
we like
there's
to
one
eat that.
bottle left. But you talk like that. So that's the yellow one, and then I've just recently planted the pink one in there.
Ah, yeah, I haven't seen any of the pink
No,
ones
because
though.
I've only just planted them. But
Okay.
that one grows a lot slower than the yellow
Oh,
one. The yellow
okay.
one's like wildfire. It's actually like I don't want to call it a weed, but it's quite.
But that sour fig is an awesome plant, man. It's just such a strong thing. It doesn't need anything here. It just grows, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting. This part of, in 6 weeks' time, this is brown.
Yeah.
That's how quickly it changes.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's a combination of the wind is a big factor, because the wind just dries everything. I mean, already I started watering the garden on Monday, and you would, why am I watering the garden? You go dig the soil, the top layers are dry already, and it goes quickly, and it's just the wind. It's not the heat. There is no heat this time of year.
Yeah. But this is because this is a farmland. It's not natural. But the fynbos on the hill, they stays green. That piece, the tip, it stays green.
It is, but it's a different type of green in summer. It becomes quite a like a matte dull green.
Okay.
So it does change. But the interesting thing is it's like all the animals that live here, the wild animals. Like, and it's not just like the bat-eared foxes and there are jackals here now and again. We see them. Bird life. There's also like little chameleons, which are quite amazing to see.
They're cute.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Okay.
For
Chameleons.
years I didn't see them, and then suddenly I've started seeing them the last few years.
Of course, there's lizards, obviously.
Well, they eat a lot of insects, so
Yeah.
it's also weather dependent. All this stuff comes and goes based on the food supply. So if there's a lot of insects, there's a lot of birds, there's a lot of reptiles. So it's very interesting. I think us as humans, our lives are go to the supermarket, and there's food. Animals are not like that. Their pantry moves, if I can call it that, which is very interesting. But the birds here are amazing. And I mean,
Do you see many variety of birds here? Because I see there's not so many trees and natural still. So I guess most of the natural stuff are not here anymore. But do you still get some like variety?
Well, there's a lot of raptors in the area. So the sunfelt is just there. You can't actually see it now.
Yeah.
It's quite not misty, but it's quite
Polluted.
No, it's not polluted.
What's that greyness then?
It's the haze, but it's not pollution. There's no industry out here. But the lower reaches of the Cedarburg are just here. So that's known as the sunfelt. And there are Varroa eagles that nest there, and a lot of the juveniles come out this way, and they come and they feed off the dead lambs at a certain time of the year. Now and again I see.
And the farmers, they don't mind, or they but they're not killing the lambs.
No, they're not killing the lambs. So it's the lambs that are already dead.
So do they leave them there for the birds, or?
Well, they don't even know.
Ah, okay, they don't know.
Farmers don't know if they.
Okay.
I mean, the farms here are so big.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 days ago I saw 2 secretary birds just the other side of the hill here. A lot of blue cranes out here. Rock kestrels. Then we've got a very endangered bird out here, the black harrier. I actually saw one yesterday.
Wow.
There's actually a project on a farm next to us where there's a lady actually studying them. There's a lot of jackal buzzards. There's black-shouldered kites.
So quite a lot. Do you also get that cat? Is it a caracal
You get
cat?
a caracal, yeah.
But you get them here still?
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
You get African wildcats. A lot of different.
What's the
types.
African wildcat? What's that?
It's about this big. He looks like a domestic cat. It's got
Yeah.
stripes on them, especially on their legs. Very pretty, and they got long legs. They can stand about this high.
I don't think I've heard of that
So
one.
you get
Did
the
you
nut.
really? African wildcat? I don't know what's that. I'll go Google it.
Don't Google it. Very
Yeah.
cool, very cool.
Yeah. And what do they eat? Like the caracals and that?
Birds. Well, caracals. The farmers don't like them because they kill the sheep.
Ah. They should put a few sheep aside just for them.
But the interesting thing is, I know a farmer up in the Carnarvon area. They've totally lost the fight against the jackal and the caracal because they've changed their habits. So they don't call now. And what happens is when they kill caracal are solitary, but jackals live in pairs, and they sort of mate for life. Not sort of, they do mate for life, and they'll kill. So they kill one sheep every second month. What happens when the farmer kills that pair? However many more move in. Now instead of killing one sheep every month, there's 3 or 4 trying to fight
because
for-
a new group come in.
Yeah, so they've totally lost the fight against these predators. But I think as humans, we're not clever enough to work with nature. We always want to.
They would probably.
We should
always-
ask the
yeah.
we should ask the original people, the San and the what's the other one? The San and the Koi. They knew how to deal with working with the animals. They didn't destroy anything.
No, we're not.
We have lost all that knowledge.
And the interesting thing is we also don't learn from
Others.
our
No,
history. And
no,
there's
no.
so many examples of.
Oh yes.
And there's so much that you can get out of it. That's the interesting thing, that we've not just forgotten, we just have zero interest in.
So you is your house near here somewhere?
Yeah, I live in Darling.
Okay, so you just hang out in the. How long have you doing this now? 3 years or something? You
This
said?
is 2.5 years.
2 years. And do you find that was it a good choice? Was it a good decision to
I
do?
think in terms of lifestyle, absolutely. In terms of there's always challenges in the food industry. You know, you've got. I'm going to use a very good example, and it's something for me the economics don't add up. So if I buy Coke from Coca-Cola, I buy it at 13 Rand as an example, but I can go to a supermarket and buy the same Coke for 12 Rand, but direct from Coke it's more.
What?
Oh, those things.
Yeah, but this is South Africa strange because I go into the supermarket, you buy something in bulk, like a big 2 kilos of something, and then you check the price. It's more expensive per kilo than buying like a half a kilo.
Yeah.
How does that work? What do they?
I don't-
the brains,
I
the
just
logic.
I don't look. The guys running the show, I think they're so out of touch with what goes on at grassroots level. I mean, if you were the CEO of Coca-Cola and they'd sell directly to you and you're selling it for more than what you can buy it at the supermarket, then you as a CEO have got some serious questions to ask yourself, because you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And I mean, the amount of extra profit you make out of a small business like us is so negligible, but you put small businesses like this at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Because now I can't sell the Coke for the same price if you just use all your margins and markups.
Yeah. Imagine that there were just a bunch of McDonald's and Kentucky around here. That would be so boring. I just avoid those places. And we don't have had this nice chips with what's that?
Macadamia.
Macadamian, yes. That I like that thing.
It's
Huh?
very healthy for you.
Yeah.
All those oils are very healthy for you.
Yeah, the ones that you don't buy.
You should keep track. So good luck, Kevin.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice chatting
So you're
to
still looking good and young. So you still have some time to make a change.
I've got 2 young girls that keep me young.
Daughters?
That and my wife.
Are
keeps me
your
young.
daughters here?
No. And
How old are they?
11 and 10.
Oh, that's young.
Well, they're still young, huh? Mine are a bit older.
Oh,
So
really? How old are yours?
19, 21,
Yeah, but I
23.
started later. I only had my first daughter at 14.
Is that because you couldn't find a woman, or you were not interested?
I had a crazy corporate job. So, and it actually, I was lucky because my peers, as an example, if you're under pressure in the corporate environment, I didn't have a clock to get home to e.g. get the kids from school. I could work until late at night.
Okay.
These poor guys or ladies.
Oh, you were married long ago.
No, I've only been married I got married later as well. I got married
Okay.
at 42.
Yeah, like I got her, but I don't know how that happened, but females, they decide who they want.
Exactly.
No, we just go along, like if it fits, okay. Yeah.
Anyway, very nice
Yeah,
chatting to
so
you.
yeah, good luck.
Same.
Thanks for coming
Thanks
to
for the
Living
food.
Colour. You know, I'm a pleasure.
Okay.
Please visit again.
I'm gonna
Yeah, thank you.